Anna never imagined her life would take such a turn. Her 10-year marriage with Michael seemed like a solid rock, but she felt increasingly invisible and hollow beside her husband. What once was a relationship full of passion, laughter, and shared plans now had an uncomfortable distance. Michael was always absorbed in work, buried in reports and emails until late hours, and the moments of companionship they once had felt like distant memories. One afternoon, after a tense argument with Michael over his constant absence, Anna went down to the lobby to pick up a package. Struggling with heavy bags while trying to open her apartment door, she was approached by Peter, the neighbor from the floor below, who offered to help. He was charming, always attentive and helpful, and that seemingly trivial gesture brought a feeling of comfort Anna hadn't felt in a long time. She thanked him, and they exchanged a few words. Peter's easy smile and gentle manners made her feel, for a few moments, truly seen. In the following days, they started running into each other more often. Anna noticed her heart would race whenever she heard Peter's footsteps in the hallway or his voice in the elevator. Their casual chats quickly grew into sincere conversations. Peter, who was also struggling in his relationship, seemed to understand the frustration and loneliness Anna was feeling. He listened to every word with genuine interest, offering comforting words. With each encounter, Anna felt the barriers between them weakening. The first kiss happened one night when Michael was away on a business trip. Anna ran into Peter in the hallway, and when he saw her looking visibly upset, he asked if she was okay. Vulnerable and starved for affection, she accepted his invitation to come up to his apartment. They talked for hours, laughing and confiding in each other. That night, they kissed, a mix of longing and desire that gave Anna a feeling of vitality she hadn't experienced in years. That kiss was only the beginning. Soon, the meetings between them became more frequent. Peter knew exactly how to make her feel at ease, how to make her feel wanted and alive, something that seemed to have vanished from her life with Michael. Anna threw herself into the relationship with Peter, searching desperately for a lifeline to pull her from her loneliness and insecurity. Each encounter, each touch, each shared word seemed to erase a bit more of the disappointment she felt in her marriage. The adrenaline of secrecy and the thrill of living something forbidden only intensified her feelings for him. But in the days following their meetings, Anna was tormented by guilt. She knew that what she was doing was wrong, but she also justified it to herself, remembering how Michael had distanced himself, how he seemed more interested in his work than in their marriage. The loneliness she felt beside her husband seemed, to her, enough reason for her involvement with Peter. Still, the guilt seeped into her thoughts, and she tried to convince herself that she was simply seeking the happiness Michael had denied her. As her relationship with Peter progressed, Michael began to notice changes in Anna. She was more distant, more evasive, and the silences between them grew more frequent and prolonged. He tried talking to her several times, but Anna always avoided eye contact, afraid he would see the guilt she carried. At the same time, her bond with Peter was intensifying, and she found herself living a double life, torn between the desire she felt for Peter and the weight of the guilt that grew day by day. One day, Peter suggested that she leave Michael. He spoke with a confidence that made her believe in the possibility of a future with him. Anna hesitated, she couldn't abandon her husband so easily. The idea of a new life with Peter tempted her, but it also frightened her. Thinking about leaving Michael was painful and complicated because, despite everything, he had been the man she had shared so many years with. However, Peter's words planted a seed of doubt in her mind, and she began to seriously consider the idea of starting fresh with him. But just as Peter was pressuring her, he started to pull away. His once passionate messages became brief and cold. He made excuses not to meet, and Anna, anguished, began to realize something was wrong. In one of their few remaining meetings, Peter left his phone at her apartment by accident. Overwhelmed by curiosity, Anna decided to look at his messages. What she found shattered her. Peter was messaging other women, some of them married, and Anna realized she had never been special to him. She was just another conquest, a pastime in his life. The revelation hit like a blow, and Anna felt the ground disappear beneath her. Everything she had risked, her life, her marriage, her dignity, unraveled in seconds. Peter wasn't the man she had believed him to be, he was simply a seducer who had preyed on her vulnerability. Devastated, Anna was consumed by despair. The days following were a torment, but she tried to hide her pain, though Michael noticed the change in her behavior. Finally, he confronted her, demanding answers. Unable to bear the weight of her guilt any longer, Anna confessed everything, leaving her husband shattered. The look of disappointment and sadness on Michael's face confirmed that everything was lost. That night, he packed his belongings and left, leaving her alone with the full weight of her choices. In the days that followed Michael's departure, the house became a haunted place, filled with painful memories and silence. Anna drifted through the rooms like a ghost, each detail reminding her of what she had lost. She felt like a stranger in her own life, a person she no longer recognized. The spaces that were once filled with laughter and love now felt cold, empty, suffocating. Every object, every piece of furniture, was a reminder of the home she had destroyed. Anna began to isolate herself. She avoided friends and neighbors, fearing the looks of judgment she imagined seeing in every face. She took refuge at home, buried in regret and solitude, each day harder than the last. The memories of Michael, of their promises and shared moments, now haunted her. She tried to remember the happy times, but each memory was accompanied by a searing sense of loss. The months passed, but the pain and regret did not fade. Anna now understood what she had lost and knew she could never rebuild what she had destroyed. She tried to reach out to friends, but many had distanced themselves upon learning of her betrayal. She was now a woman marked by her mistakes, alone and incapable of piecing together the life she had shattered with her own hands. Meanwhile, Michael moved on. He managed to rebuild his life, finding peace away from the pain Anna had caused. The last time she saw him, he was accompanied by someone else, with a serene expression that Anna knew she would never experience again. Alone, regretful, and consumed by her mistake, Anna now lived a colorless life, simply surviving day after day.